Bonjour et bienvenue à Alan Wake. On se retrouve ici dans les bois. On s'en va à une affaire qui s'appelle Mirror Peak, je me semble. On s'en va trouver le kidnappeur d'Alice là, qui arrête pas de nous niaiser. Puis de faire ah, voilà, voilà, puis ah, voilà, voilà, puis ah, voilà, voilà. Quand on dit fuck you, il fait juste faire comme ben, c'est moi qui est ta femme, fait que non, fuck you. Puis c'est ça. Puis là, il y a le Dark Presence qui est comme rendu assez fort pour se promener en bulldozer. Puis juste comme de détruire la forêt.
Dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Okay, what the hell? Ok, on va aller voir par là-bas. Y a quelque chose ici dans le raccoin? Non, il n'y a pas rien. C'est ça. Dark Presence. Là, si on connaît pas l'histoire, on va regarder les autres vidéos. Hein? Parce que là, il y a beaucoup de choses qui se passent. Il y a un gros nuage noir. Il y a comme un Dark Presence qui est en train de tout manipuler. Puis Wake and
Things were
Casey.
never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight. Something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
That's when you get a normal job. C'est plate à dire, là, mais comme si pendant une couple d'années, t'as genre un. Si pendant une couple d'années, t'as comme juste un writer's block, t'es plus capable d'écrire, ben c'est ça. Get a normal job le temps que t'aies d'autres idées. Uh, 1928, the Great Peak Gorge mining town was one of the permanent settlements in the Bright Falls mining company built for its workers. Nearby graveyard is a testament to the dangers that the miners face on a daily basis. Most of the men lost their lives over the years, were buried there. Grim reminder to be careful for those who remained. Abandoned almost overnight when Bright Falls Mining Company closed in 1970. Ben là, c'est comme... Toi qui disais centuries, peut-être pas là, ça fait des années, mais... Maybe decades. Je sais pas trop en quelle année que ce jeu-là se passe, là, mais... C'est après l'an 2000 là, fait que c'est pas si c'est comme 30 ans peut-être là. Café! Malheureusement, moi ce matin, j'ai déjà fini mon café. Faut pas que j'en prenne trop, parce que ben, c'est pas tant bon pour la santé. De boire un petit peu de café une fois de temps en temps, c'est correct, mais trop, c'est comme... C'est quoi ça? Batteries, on est déjà plein. Ah, c'est là que je viens, ok. Ah, c'est quoi ça? Absolument rien. Ok. Je pensais que c'était quelque chose qui était shiny, mais non, c'est juste une petite patch dans la texture. Oh, je vais me faire attaquer par des fridges! Damn! que tu fais, c'est qu'après ça, tu reviens par ici. Tu fais eh oh, eh oh, eh oh. Il y avait des batteries ici. Il y avait un paquet de random batteries Energizer dans un ghost town. Why not? Why not, eh? Why not? Fait que là, après les bulldozers, c'est les tracteurs. Puis là... Je peux-tu te pousser en bas, toi? Yo. Oh, ça craque. Not cool. Not cool, man. Clac, un autre mini cliff. Tant que je reste en arrière de l'arbre, je suis correct. Allez, je veux pas utiliser mes flashbangs pour ça parce que... Ah là, j'ai jamais remarqué la couleur. Quand ma flashlight elle descend trop bas, la couleur de la flashlight elle change, ça devient plus orangé, tu sais, pour dire que...
I needed a key for the door.
Bien sûr. Là, je vais me faire attaquer. Ou pas. La lumière, c'est un safe place. Oh, c'est une TV. Plug and ammo.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Yeah, c'est ça. Fait que Thomas Zane il a commencé. C'est juste un hunting rifle. Ben, il me reste quoi? Il me reste une balle, ouais. Il me reste juste une balle, fait que... Là, j'assume qu'à partir de là, on va se mettre à avoir du hunting rifle ammo. Ouais, c'est ça. Fait que Thomas Zane, il a commencé la patente. Il a peut-être créé le Shadow Entity. Il a peut-être créé l'ombre. Puis là, il savait pas comment le détruire. Fait comme Mais je sais pas si c'était comme écrit d'avance ou pas, tu sais, que nous autres, on allait se faire rope in là-dedans. Ou si lui, tout ce qu'il a réussi à faire, c'est genre, il s'est sacrifié pour l'endormir dans le fond du lac. Il a pas été capable de détruire. Puis là, ça va être à nous de genre...
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Ouais, parce que lui, il voit la shit arriver, puis il est comme, non, non, viens-t'en, ouais, vite, vite. On va garder le hunting rifle. Parce que le shotgun c'est bon de proche, mais là j'essaie de pas laisser le monde trop proche non plus là. Je sais pas c'est lequel qui fait le plus de dommages. Le shotgun ou le hunting rifle. Either way, le shotgun on a une balle, puis le hunting rifle on en a plus que ça.
Birds.
Okay, that is not cool. Oh, come on, Alan, là!
Birds.
On est à... Il reste loin délibérément, là. Il est fait. Je continue à bouger. Danger. Do not enter. Il y a de la lumière, fait que ça veut dire que... Parce que clairement, je suis en train de me faire suivre. Là. Je suis en train de me faire aider par quelque chose. Ok, bon, on va... C'est pas un... Ah, c'est creepy par exemple, là. Tunnel. Tunnels go to Cauldron Lake. Oh, ok. C'est-tu les... Where are we going? Where are we going? Exit the silver mine. C'était pas un coal mine? Ah non, on était dans le coal mine, puis là on est dans le silver mine. C'est comme deux affaires différentes. Là j'assume que si je continue par ici, je pourrais pas avancer. C'est ça? Ah, je sais pas si c'est mon comme... Mon gamer instinct me dit genre va pas dans la bonne direction, mais comme... Là j'ai Tunnels go to Cauldron Lake. Là ça pourrait être juste comme quand je tombe en bas dans la section en haut, je me retrouve ici. Je peux-tu mourir si je viens ici?
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Okay, so don't go that way.
Alice? out of here.
Ok, ben c'est le
The
Hunter's
hunters were
taken.
big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Alright. Bon, fait que là, on a fait ce petit bout-là. Fait que c'était bel et bien ici qu'il fallait aller. Mais probablement que ça, c'est comme un petit bonus, là, tu sais. Fait que ça, c'est les tunnels qui ont été flood quand il y a eu l'éruption. En tout cas, ce qu'on vient de voir, là, pas nécessairement tous les tunnels, là, mais... C'est damp, c'est mouillé, puis... Ouais, c'est ça. C'est damp, c'est mouillé, puis on a trouvé des flares qui fonctionnent encore. Ouais, c'est comme... Puis ça... C'est cool parce que comme, éventuellement, on a aussi American Nightmare. Ça va tellement être un Doom Arena. That's a fucking Doom Arena. Oh, come on, that's not fair again. That's just not fucking fair. Ok, fait que le hunting rifle est meilleur que le shotgun. Oh, ça m'a sauvé la vie, ça. Fait que le hunting rifle il est meilleur que le shotgun. Ça c'était pas fair ça par exemple là. Il spawn right dans mon dos là. Granted c'est moi qui s'est tassé, j'étais supposé rester plus proche là, mais j'ai juste vu comme l'éboulement arriver puis j'ai fait nope. On se tasse de là. Nope, on peut pas passer par là.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Alright, mini puzzle time. Un peu comme on a vu dans les bois. Là, je peux venir ici, ça me permet de monter. Là, je vais probablement avoir une switch en haut que je peux remonter l'elevator. La machinerie qui fonctionne encore, puis qui a encore du courant là. C'est surtout ça que je trouve comme... J'entends même. Et où la lumière? Comme juste en haut de moi, genre? Ah ouais, c'est ça. Là, faut que je l'envoie. Comme ça. Là, tu vois que c'est très comme un story-driven game. Il y a des puzzles, elles sont pas super complexes. Il y a de la bataille, mais tu vois, à part une coupe de place, c'est pas super tough. C'est sûr que je suis pas dans le nightmare mode là, mais comme. Ah, ça c'est juste pour aller chercher ça, ok. Puis là, je peux le monter au max. C'est ça, le puzzle il est pas super complexe là. Boum. Oh, I see outside. Go Alan, yay! Boom! Explodo! Explodo kick. Là, moi, faut que je monte en haut, mais. Faut-tu que je monte en haut? Non, faut pas que. Moi, ils font pas super mal. Ok, là, je suis comme dans un coin. Est-ce que je peux pas sortir? Ah non, ok. Je peux sortir de là. Ouais, c'est ça. Au moins, les oiseaux, ils font pas. Tomber en bas des marches, en bas de l'échafaud ici, ça m'a fait plus mal que ce que les oiseaux m'ont fait. Si je vais par là et ça trigger les oiseaux, ça veut dire qu'est-ce qui arrive si je monte en haut? Reach the mirror peak lookout. Mais qu'est-ce que j'ai ici? Flare. Ah, une page. Ah, c'est ça. Ici, c'est le petit bonus. Thor hits Nurse Sinclair.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Ok. Ouais, fait que c'est là-bas qu'il faut que j'aille. C'est quand même comme. C'est beau comme jeu. J'ai pas de l'air d'avoir de café sur le bar non plus. Attends, j'ai pas été voir par ici. Ça me pitche en bas, bien entendu, là. Ok, fait que ça c'était pour avoir la page puis avoir la page puis une coupe de fleurs de plus. Les fleurs c'est utile parce que ça les comme ça burn le shadow puis ça les stop, ça les arrête dans leur track là, tu sais. Quelqu'un trop gros crowd là. Oh, puis je vais en avoir de besoin si on fait le crossing avec cette cochonnerie là. Oups.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
On a 5 flares, fait que... S'il y a trop d'oiseaux, ben je peux juste shooter un flare dans le milieu. On n'entend rien. Nothing to report. Well, I hear something. Il va tomber un par un. Oh, mais le Dark Presence, il devrait pas... Je comprends pas pourquoi le Dark Presence essaie de me tuer moi, genre. I guess qu'il se dit, genre, je vais l'arrêter à la place de... Bitch. Tu t'attendais pas à ça, hein? Ok, là, la présence, elle est vraiment proche, là. Ouais, c'est ça, c'est comme... Il se dit peut-être, genre...
Shit.
Right, ok. Il se dit peut-être, genre, c'est comme... Faut que je le tue, sinon lui, il va me tuer. Mais il aimerait ça quand même... il aimerait ça quand même, genre, me take over ou me, genre, m'utiliser. Ah, ok, j'ai en masse de... Ah, ça, c'est le... Oh! Come on. Ah, sérieux, faut que je... Hey! Ouais, là, on est rendu proche. On est rendu proche. Ah! Ah, man, il comme... Comme ils ont tendance à te surround, là, ça, ils commencent à être intelligents. Tu sais, le gars, il a pas juste comme couru vers moi, là, il a fait le tour puis il m'a ramassé dans le dos, là. Je peux faire... Flop! Ouais, je regarde partout parce que comme... Voilà. Ouh! J'ai encore 20 batteries, j'ai encore tout le reste. Cauldron Lake, the 8th deepest lake in the world. Cauldron Lake is a caldera lake formed a volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970. Even then, the underground activity was comparably mild. Despite some property damage, there were no casualties. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in the Bright Falls area, as well as central figure in many local folktales. Popular recreational area for the area residents. I guess qu'il est par là-bas, parce que comme clairement il est pas en dessous, c'est comme un ravin. Un petit bout, j'ai pas de café, j'en ai peut-être manqué. Bon, whatever. Là, je vais venir ici, puis là, le bridge va se faire massacrer. Ok, Alan, just go. Just comme go. Ah ouais, c'est sûr que t'arrêtes dans le milieu du bridge. Alright, let's go. Oh, oh. Vers là. C'est pour ça, c'est une des raisons aussi pourquoi que je regarde toujours partout, parce que là, à un moment donné, tu pognes tu pognes une flèche ou une affaire de même. Alright, on continue. Oups. Non, mais il y a une page là. Mott at Cauldron Lake. C'était qui Mott déjà? Ah oui, c'est
Maud
le
had checked
kidnappeur.
all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
The boss. Fait que là, on a un petit peu plus sur Mott. Mais c'est qui son boss? Clairement, je veux dire, Alice, elle a été prise, là. Il y a pas Alice. Donc là, on s'en va par là, I guess. Comment que lui a fait pour monter ça? Cross the mountain ruins. Ok, ouais. Il y a une tasse de café là. On va retourner la chercher. Je suis rendu à quoi là? Il reste encore une quinzaine de minutes. And this seems like a freaking bad idea. Tom, I miss you. Thomas Zane, c'est ça? I curse you, Thomas Zane. Tom, I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? You talked to me on TV. CW. I miss you, Tom. Ouais, Alan Wake, c'est ça, Claire Wake? Plus Thomas Zane, c'est ça? Parce que l'autre c'était Jagger, son nom. La femme de Thomas Zane. So something is weird here. J'ai du shotgun à ammo au pire. Je vais peut-être avoir un shotgun dans pas trop long. Là, le Darkness est pas contente que je sois là. Oh. Flare. Ouais, c'est sûr, hein. Ah, celle-là qu'on fait. Le gun! On prend les petits en premier. Ow! Je regardais pas mes affaires. Yeah, je m'en vais pas pire avec le dodge. Je m'en vais pas pire avec le dodge là. Je prends comme de moins en moins de... Attends, ils ont-tu fait un trou à quelque part que je pourrais passer? Bien sûr que non, ils ont juste apparu out of nowhere. Que je pourrais pas repasser. Ah oui, je peux aller là, ok. Yoink! Alright, là on va aller chercher notre café qui est sur le... On l'a vu ici dans le coin là. Ouais. J'ai hâte de voir j'en ai trouvé combien. C'est sûr que j'en ai pas 100. À la fin du jeu là, c'est sûr que j'en ai pas 100. Là ce que j'aimerais voir aussi c'est est-ce que ça va carry over. Si je recommence un jeu à
I could
Nightmare
see
Mode.
Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
C'est Thomas Zane. Ouais, fait que
I
je
was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Wake wakes up in the
I
lodge.
tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
C'est toujours comme... Genre, tout ce qu'on vit là, est-ce que c'est juste comme une hallucination?
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry! Please, wait! The boss didn't know who he was messing with! I didn't know! I swear, I didn't know! We don't have his wife! We don't know where she is! She's probably drowned! We just said we had her to make a play ball, you see? They got him writing for us! Please! Please! Oh! I'm sorry! Please, don't hurt me!
Il va tourner. Comme un fucking zombie. Ah, direct ça nuque. Ça l'aurait comme gosse, c'est sûr, là. Yeah, fin d'épisode. Ok, on va skipper ça tout de suite parce que c'est probablement du copyrighted music. C'est quand même c'est toujours de la bonne musique là, mais faut que je parle tout le temps par-dessus, sinon on va faire skip.
Previously on Alan Wake.
Je
I'm
parle tout le temps
haunted by the
par-dessus,
law.
sinon il va me strike.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
It was just a nightmare.
Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Ouais, c'est ça. Puis là, si on reste là et on fait rien. Si on reste là et on fait rien, genre le Darkness va réussir à gagner essentiellement puis à take over the world, I guess. Je sais pas trop. À se réveiller complètement puis à rentrer
I
complètement
felt
dans le.
groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Puis là, on arrive dans le. À chaque fois que tu as un jeu de même, là, où est-ce que c'est comme toute une question de mental, puis tout ça, tu as tout le temps la phase où est-ce que c'est quelqu'un qui dit non, non, c'était tout dans ta tête, puis c'était tout dans ta tête, puis c'est toi qui es schizophrénique, schizophrène, puis.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip. Except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Emerson. Night Springs. Avec un Xbox 360 avec un jeu de Night Springs. Damn, mais quand même pas pire rendered. Ouais, fait que ce jeu-là, c'était dans le era du 360. Qui était d'après moi le meilleur Xbox.
I honestly believe we can get this thing under control
C'est
if
quoi
we work
Desolé?
together.
Desolé, on peut pas.
This
Lane,
way,
on peut.
Alan.
Puis on voit dans Control, il explique Hartman qu'est-ce qu'il fait là, puis genre... Anderson? Ah, je peux pas. Je peux aller par là? Ça, c'est un ours. Puis genre, parce que Control, c'est ce genre de comme phénomène surnaturel-là qui défie la logique. Ils sont spécialisés là-dedans.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. she has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Uh-huh. Attends, je vais aller voir en haut. Peut-être du café en haut. Est-ce que drug or not? Oh! Oh, j'en vois un en haut là-bas, là. Je peux pas y aller. Ouais, qu'est-ce que j'allais dire? Ouais, c'est ça, tout le temps le doubt. Qu'est-ce que j'ai comme perdu mon train of thought de tantôt. Mais là, on sait qu'on est dans un jeu, fait qu'on le sait qu'il y a vraiment du darkness puis tout ça. Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici, là? Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle in the memory of your friend and poet, Thomas Zane.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay focused.
You need to work with me. Once you accept
No,
that,
you don't.
we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
You're not digging your nails into your hands.
Come along. Let's go inside.
Je pense qu'il y a un petit bug ici avec ce dude-là.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Oh, il y a une TV là, fait qu'on va avoir du Shadow People.
Scary, scary, scary.
Coffee!
Emerson.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay, okay. Sorry. Ew.
Guys, something's wrong with your legs. Je sais pas comment il fait ça, mais il y a des strong legs là.
Elbow strike. Oh, yeah. I'll get him to the head.
Come, Alan. This way.
Non, man. Tu me dis this way, I wanna go here. Ah, ça, c'est le peintre.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
En effet, mais ça ressemble plus à lui qu'à moi.
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre par ici? Alright. Rien d'autre. Enfin, c'est des bouts de même que je parle pas beaucoup parce qu'il y a beaucoup de dialogue. Je peux partir? Come on. Creators Dilemma. Engaging new book by Dr. Emil Hartman, the author of the best-selling Creative Flow. His groundbreaking techniques, engagement therapy, trademark, and the flow, trademark, explained in his own words. Le gars, il est comme full of himself. Oh, come on, cooperate. Coopère. Ah, fait que là, faut aller par là. Le dude qui fait les... What the hell is wrong with your legs?
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm. I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a... how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Puis là, on voit Mjolnir.
No, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer. Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Page. Thomas Zane's writing an assistant.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Emile. On a-tu toutes les pages? Ah, tu vois, on a manqué de coupe de pages. Oh, 3 pages. Les autres, c'est juste Nightmare Mode only, là. Taken, on les a-tu toutes? Oh, Taken, on en a 2 à la fin. Nightmare, on les avait toutes sauf.
My
Ouais,
head was
Emile, c'est
clearing
pas
up.
Emile
Or
Hartman?
according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain. Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll. Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens. What were they? Memory and thought. The hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Ok.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
The lamp
She's
lady.
been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Right, fait que là, ils viennent de réexpliquer.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
Alright. On s'en fout un petit peu là. Ouais, c'est ça, c'est des Anderson. C'est comme Odinson, puis c'est Son of Ander. Puis là, il parle justement de Baba Yaga qui vole les affaires, qui vole le lightning, qui vole
You can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head. They're not.
You know who, Jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Ouais, c'est ça. C'est que Zane, il avait pas fini l'histoire. Puis là, j'ai comme bifurqué, puis j'ai été prendre le code
Hartman
QR.
wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Ouais, c'est ça, le code QR. Ça m'emmène vers alanwake.com/tag3. Puis tout ce que j'ai, c'est constipation that looks painful, genre Max Payne, tu sais. Ouais, c'est ça. Des Easter eggs sont cachés dans le jeu. Wake, Emerson, Lane, Dessol, Anderson est de l'autre côté de la... On va finir ce petit bout-là, puis on va y aller.
Page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't
Hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they? Ha ha! Ah, ah, ha, ha. It's my store. I'm taking it.
Barry in the
Hartman kept
lodge.
talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
We're
reste
on a
get rocket.
comeback tour, baby!
Ah, c'est ça, je peux pas aller à nulle part.
Hammer's way will have its say. Rise up in their name.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Je vais aller voir les Andersons aussi parce qu'ils disent dans leur chambre, ils ont... Oh, come on, game, j'ai les clés, là. Je devrais être capable d'ouvrir n'importe quelle freaking porte, là. Ça, c'est... Jesus.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Ok, ça c'est fucking scary, là, toutes ces affaires-là. Là. Mott fails Hartman.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Everybody's being played.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Yep. On n'est pas dans Hartman office.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Yep. Here. Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds. Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am
Barry?
famous.
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, I'm glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no!
Oups. Je voulais pas le couper, je pensais que ça allait juste ouvrir la
These were
porte.
all the pages I had already. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Bien fait. On l'a vu dans une des pages, hein.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Alright. Ben là-dessus, on va se laisser. On va se revoir la prochaine fois. Hartman is dead. Hartman watches Wake fall.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he
Ah,
ordered
ouais,
Jack
ok.
to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning, even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
C'est ça, pis ça... J'hésitais à en parler un peu avant qu'on arrive en tout cas, dans ce jeu-ci, parce que j'étais pas sûr de... J'ai pas joué à ce jeu-là ici, fait que je sais pas c'est quoi vraiment l'histoire, là. Mais Hartman, il a compris qu'il y avait du power dans le lac, puis il a compris que la créativité ici puis l'imagination devenait physique, se manifestait. Puis il savait qu'il y avait quelque chose dans le lac. Puis il essayait justement d'utiliser ça pour avoir de créer quelque chose pour avoir du power pour je sais pas trop là. Puis là finalement il a trouvé Wake qui avec Zane puis tout ça, ben tu le vois qu'il l'a vu avec Zane là, on l'a vu, c'était son acolyte, Thomas Zane's writing assistant. Fait qu'il a vu tout ça. Fait qu'il sait qu'il y a quelque chose, puis en tout cas, il joue là-dessus, tu sais. Et là, il est mort. Yay! C'est ça qu'on voulait. Parce qu'on le voit dans Control, c'est comme un DLC. Puis il explique ça, puis on revoit, revoit qu'est-ce qui reste de Hartman, essentiellement, là. C'est comme le boss du DLC, je pense. Ouais, c'est ça. Donc sur ce, on va se revoir la prochaine fois pour un autre épisode de Alan Wake. Au revoir.